So Steve Bannon has not yet been indicted by the Department of Justice for the crime he committed, contempt of Congress. How are other witnesses now behaving? Let's talk about that, because Congress retaining its status as a co-equal branch of government, like justice, matters. Hey all, Glenn Kirshner here. So last Thursday, October 21st, Congress voted Steve Bannon in contempt and referred him for criminal prosecution. And ever since, we've been on Steve Bannon Indictment watch. So here we are on day 8 of Steve Bannon Indictment watch. The benchmark, the precedent, is 9 days. We've talked about this in earlier videos. Previously, a witness named Rita Lavelle, a Reagan-era EPA administrator, was voted in contempt of Congress, was referred for criminal prosecution, and was indicted 9 days later. So let's look at where we stand on the eve of that benchmark, that precedent. So let's have a look at how DOJ's inaction on Bannon, at least thus far, and Congress's unwillingness to use its own lawful power of inherent contempt to arrest Steve Bannon and promptly compel his testimony. Let's have a look at how those two things in combination, DOJ's inaction and Congress's unwillingness to use its power of inherent contempt, are impacting other witnesses in the investigation. This from CNN. January 6th committee is losing patience with Trump's former chief of staff, Mark Meadows, as it seeks his testimony. And that article begins, members of the House Select Committee investigating January 6 are losing patience with the pace of talks with former White House Chief of Staff Mark Meadows, and some are considering whether more aggressive steps are needed to force his compliance in the sweeping probe. Weeks after the committee granted Meadows a short but indefinite postponement of the initial subpoena deadline, members are growing increasingly frustrated and contemplating when and how to ramp up the pressure. Contemplating when and how to ramp up the pressure. That's what the situation calls for. Immediate contemplation. More procedural navel gazing. How about we form a committee, the Contemplation Committee, to study the issue? Really? Are you kidding me? Congress should be using its constitutional, lawful, inherent power of contempt while it awaits the Department of Justice's action indicting Steve Bannon for the crime he committed. So, Mr. Attorney General, we respectfully implore you, prosecute Steve Bannon now. And Congress, while you're waiting, how about you take matters into your own hands? You flex your co-equal branch muscles and you use your lawful power of inherent contempt. Because it's not just justice that matters. It's timely justice that matters. And right now, we're just burning democracy daylight. Friends, as always, please stay safe. Please stay tuned. And I look forward to talking with you all again tomorrow.